All right, I know I've been super high on De'Aaron Fox as of late, but there's one player that I failed to mention on a frequent basis, and his name is Domantas Sabonis. He's absolutely in my top 5 MVP candidates. There's no debate, especially how he's been playing as of lately. And comparing him to the MVP candidates, he is right there in that ballpark. So before we get into that, they played the Detroit Pistons last night. Now, last year, Jalen Duren had a few things to say about Domantas Sabonis, or a thing to say about Domantas Sabonis. I'm going to run the clip, and we'll go ahead and talk about it after we hear it.
How tough is defending Domantas Sabonis, defending him without fouling?
It's not that hard.
Okay. So he said how tough is it to defend Domantas Sabonis without fouling. Now, I will give him this. No one really ever says Domantas Sabonis is very hard to guard, or like he's shifty, or he's super duper extra skilled like Joel Embiid, but he's a dominant force, right? So Jalen Duren actually went back and doubled back on this statement in this interview right here. So I'm going to run this for you guys real quick.
I still remember your clip. He said, how hard is it to guard Sabonis without fouling? He said,
it's not that hard.
And I was like, I wish you was on our team, man. I love that type of answer.
Even that matchup, that's a good matchup.
Yeah.
I feel like we both I might have had 15 and 15. He might have had around the same. So it was a good matchup. I wasn't saying that he was ass.
No, for sure.
But I feel like I could hold my own against a lot of guys.
Okay, now that's actually a respectable answer, man. Shout out to the guys through the wire that interviewed him in that interview. But my thing is this, man. In the interview, it made it seem like he was ass. Like he basically saying, it ain't that hard to guard him without fouling, right? But then watching this back, I can see where he's going with it. But last night happened, okay? Domantas Sabonis had 37 points, 10 rebounds, 13 assists on Jalen Duren's accord. Or not accord, on his watch. Domantas Sabonis played 37 minutes. Jalen Duren played 23 minutes, had 4 fouls. So I don't know why he played less minutes. Maybe he struggled staying on the floor, staying out of foul trouble. I don't know. Is that kind of like a crazy thing to say because he just said that? Now he was in foul trouble last night. But 4 fouls is not really in foul trouble. I don't know if Monty Williams messed the rotation up. But I was watching the game earlier, and I will say this, man. Jalen Duren actually plays very solid defense on Domantas Sabonis. It's just Domantas gets to his spots, and he's pretty strong. He's very strong. Jalen Duren actually was helping them win earlier in that game. Now, the second half of the game, I don't know what happened. Instead, I was working out, so I didn't get to get the full game. I only watched the highlights. But it seemed to me like Monty kind of, I don't know. I can't speak on the Detroit Pistons because it ain't my team. I don't watch them that much, but I do know they are 3 and whatever they are. But that statement was wild to me until I heard him kind of explain it through the wire. But 37, dang near 40, 10 and 13 is, in my opinion, that's pretty hard to guard. Now, going through Domantas Sabonis stats right here, Domantas Sabonis, that's how you say it. Yeah, Domantas Sabonis stats, he's averaging 20 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists. Okay? Shooting 60% from the field, 39% from 3, almost 40% from 3 as a big man. That's very solid. I think he's shooting better than Joel Embiid from 3, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But then let's go to the team standings, right? This all plays a factor into the into the MVP talk, in my opinion. First of all, I want to show you something. Look, I've never seen this in my life. Since when has the 1st through 11th seed been 10 losses, 11 losses, 12 losses, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 in chronological order? We have never seen this, I don't think, in NBA history, where the first place all the way down to the 11th place is in chronological order in terms of the losses. That is absolutely insane. The script is scripted. You dig what I'm saying? But then we move on to the triple-double ladder, right? Where Jokic leads that. But look who is right behind him at 9. Jokic with 11, Domantas Sabonis at 9. Go back to the standings. The Denver Nuggets are only 3 games ahead of the Sacramento Kings, which, I guess is a lot of games in the scope of things, but it's really not. You can go on a 3 or 4 game losing streak pretty quick in the NBA, but we're not that far off. And they have, so this is what threw me in for a loop, right? Let's go ahead and look at Nikola Jokic's stats for the season, okay? And let's compare. He's averaging 25 points a game, 12 rebounds, 9 assists on 50% from the field. And I believe his 3-point is 34%. Domantas Sabonis. Domantas is shooting 39% from 3-point line, 60% from the field. He is averaging about a assist and a half less, leading the league in rebounds, and about 5 points less, which is a lot of points. But if you look at the stats, 20, 13, 8, 25, 12, and 9. it's not that far off in the big scheme of things. So when people don't want to put Domantas Sabonis in the top 5 in the MVP conversation, I question their basketball knowledge. Now, NBA came out with their MVP ladder, so let's go ahead and dive into that real quick, man, because I have a few things to say about this list, and I might be a little biased, but so be it. So coming in at number 1, we have Joel Embiid, of course, which I said Joel Embiid's into my MVP of the season without a doubt. Number 2, Nikola Jokic, and playing exceptionally well as well. Like, without a doubt, MVP conversation for sure. But 3 through 5, in my opinion, Domantas Sabonis can creep in at any one of these 3 or 4 or 5 spots. In my opinion, though, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they are the 2 seed in the West. He has been playing exceptionally phenomenal. I can't even knock that. He deserves to be in the top 5. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Bucks haven't seemed as dominating as they once were with Drew Holiday, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's a lack of defense, a lack of chemistry, or they're all just trying to understand each other. Even with a new coach, that may also play a factor into it. But Giannis has been playing good, 31, 11, and 5. I mean, that 30 points a game for him and Shai is huge, because that's going to jump a lot of people, and especially for Luka, because you have to think Luka's averaging 34 points a game, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. If anything, Luka could be higher, but in the standings, they are in the 7th seed right now, so they are technically in the play-in. So I guess they're factoring in winning, which I love. But the next 5, Jason Tatum at 6, which is crazy. I think the second best team in the league behind or in front of the Minnesota Timberwolves, I want to say. Let me look at the standings. Boston Celtics, 28-8. Yeah, they're the best team in the league. So I don't know how Jason Tatum would even fall that low, but Tyrese Halliburton above Domantas Sabonis, I mean, that's debatable. The Indiana Pacers have been winning. They are in the 6th seed. Our records are pretty much kind of identical, so I'm not mad at that. But all I'm saying is this, man, food for thought. If Domantas Sabonis isn't in the top 5, what is the qualifications for it? I mean, what is the qualifications to be in the top 5? Is it stats? Is it winning? Is it efficiency? Which Domantas Sabonis is one of the most efficient bigs in the league. I honestly question that, man. And like I said, I've been so high on De'Aaron Fox that I just been blinded to the fact that Domantas Sabonis has been playing at an NBA MVP level this season. So Domantas Sabonis at 8, I'm not super upset with that, but I think he could easily creep into 6, biasly 5 and 4. He's in my top 5 personally. I'm not gonna give you my top 5 list. I'll give you that in another video. But yeah, this video is pretty much just a cause a little bit of a discussion in the comments for some food for thought. I think Domantas Sabonis is an NBA MVP candidate. Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's all I got to say. That's my spiel. Sayonara. I will catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget. Your dig is more of like my reaction thing. I got to find something else because this isn't really a reaction channel.